The tsundere king was ready to knight the first person he encountered on the island. He had expected gratitude in return, but what he got instead was a ruthless counterattack. After being kicked away by Ailas, the girl picked up the fallen longsword, first sent the servant away, and then, as Ailes babbled on, she made him realize that the word king was worthless. Suddenly, a strange blue light flashed, and the previously dead Ailes miraculously came back to life. He had thought death itself feared his radiant authority, but the servant's resurrection shattered his illusion.
I seem to be immortal.
Ailes believed that his aura had protected the servant, but the girl who had just killed 2 people explained that this island was called Eternal Island. Everyone who came here would live forever, but they could never leave. Yet, upon hearing this, Ailes felt no fear. Instead, he was delighted at the thought of ruling an immortal kingdom. Just as Ailes was imagining a glorious future, the servant poured cold water on his excitement. He explained that the king's army had been completely wiped out in a previous storm, and it seemed unlikely that the 2 of them alone could conquer the entire island. But Ailes, ever the strategist, had already come up with a brilliant plan. Simply eliminate the king, and the rest would surrender.
I want you to duel. To the victor, the crown.
Yet, when they saw the king's extraordinary skill, the servant showed an expression of reluctance. He advised Ailes to put on armor, but was refused. Just as Ailes finished showing off his bravado, Ailes suddenly woke up on the beach. Since he could not die, he could continue with his plan. Looking at the man who was bugged in front of him, the king, though helpless, was still prepared to accept the challenge. What he didn't expect was that Ailes was not merely brave, but reckless. Knowing he could not win by force, he suggested deciding the island's fate through a game of chess. Unsurprisingly, Ailes was still no match for the king, but fortunately, he had a backup plan. Immortality was a blessing, allowing Ailes to repeatedly try, yet without exception, every attempt ended in failure. Still, his indomitable spirit drew the curiosity of others. The guard asked the servant in confusion how someone like Ailes could become king.
My father was king. Father's father before him. Father, yeah. Got it.
After countless defeats, Ailes for the first time began to doubt life itself. He could not understand why someone like him, who had never lost in anything else, was failing.
I may have the answer.
The servant told Ailes that he was destined to be king, and that all his opponents had deliberately held back. Rage surged in Ailes' mind. He knew the servant was telling the truth, yet he could not accept it. It felt like the humiliation of having one's clothes suddenly stripped in public, and he vented his anger on the only servant he had. At this moment, defeating the king became Ailes' obsession. To this end, he ascended to the Dark Temple on the back of the island. Humans could gain power by sacrificing parts of their body, and relying on his ability to repeatedly resurrect. Ailes acquired dark weapons and equipment. After countless attempts, Ailes finally assembled a complete set of dark equipment. Brimming with confidence, he decided to challenge the king once more. By now, the old servant had become an important advisor under the king. Yet, when Ailes attacked again, everyone ignored him. Even the meticulously prepared strikes by Ailes could not succeed against the king of the Shanghai Island.